Hi, I'm Julian Smith, and I'm proud and I'm honoured to be your LEMOM Live Electronic Musicians of Melbourne feature artist for this month. I come from a musical family, and my mother and my grandmother paid particular attention to make sure I had a very thorough, what I would call traditional musical upbringing. I was trained classically on piano. I started when I was 4. I probably spent too much time with it and not enough time with society, but that was probably appropriate, and hence here we are today. Really? I play electronic music? Do I? Okay, cool. I remember stealing, borrowing, lending, feather fingering a copy of Depeche Mode's 101. I remember the impact the crowd noise had on me. 7 billion people squished into the Pasadena Rose Bowl in 1992. I remember getting that tape, and I remember hearing the crowd noise, and I remember going, that's not supposed to happen for electronic music, but I like that it is, and I want part of that. And that kind of started a love affair with both electronic music. I remember having moments with Bros. I remember having moments with Don't Judge Me. I remember having moments with Duran Duran. That was how I got into electronic music. What do I love most about performing to an audience? Same as it ever was. If I can be completely honest, I find the entire experience of live performance terrifying. And I get my adrenaline rush from that terror, but I also get an immense sense of reward. Music is a really unsafe place, especially live, to try and be vulnerable and be a little bit something mentally. That's exactly what I try and do when I'm performing live. I just love trying, and I like seeing electronic musicians that try. What do I love about the Melbourne music scene? I love its variety. I love that it challenges me with its haughtiness and its artiness. I love that I don't know it very well, and I love the fact that I am trying to get an opportunity to know it better. There's a lot of honour in the electronic music scene in Melbourne, and obviously in the wider music scene in Melbourne. We have some incredibly important people in Melbourne from a musical perspective, and it's nice to jump into that shared gene pool. So my feature song is What Would You Tell Me? This has just been recently released. I don't know where you start, and I don't know where I end. That's the first line of the verse. First line of the chorus is, if you were me and I was you, what would you tell me? The song is frankly about the end of my relationship, and it's me moseying my way through trying to find reason and logic in all of the why. And broader than just my relationship, it applies to all relationships, I think. There is always a fuzzy grey area where party A and party B kind of overlap and boundaries get crossed. Nobody kind of knows exactly who they are and who the other person is and where they are themselves when they touch. That's honestly what the song is about. It's a conversation about the difficulty of relationships and losing oneself amongst them. And when I originally did the song, I thought it was a bit of a throwaway, to be honest. I did write it in 2018. There are no fancy tricks to it. I just tried to make a lot of counterpoint weaving between all my sequence lines so that none are playing at any same time, but they all duck and weave around each other. And that's how I try and write most of my songs too. And I get that from K-pop. K-pop is really good at making sure that there is something happening all the time, but it's never the same thing happening all the time. From listening to Depeche's 101 in 1992 to being, super thoroughly versed now in K-pop, I can see the links so strongly between them, and I tried to get that into that song. Don't be fucking lazy. There are too many lazy electronic musicians out there. Lazy in terms of, I've made a sound, it's great, I'm going to stop there now and call it a song. I get really frustrated. As you can probably tell, my body language is possibly giving it away. I get really frustrated when people get fixated on sound and not song. The most remembered songs are the best written ones. Please don't be lazy if you're going to do electronic music. It really pisses me off, and it doesn't advance the art at all. Bowie worked his ass off. Depeche worked their asses off until suddenly they didn't. Lazy writing is lazy writing. Half an effort is half an effort. A smart listener can hear that, and nearly all of us are smart listeners. I don't like dumbing down for an audience, and I don't like the fact that people stop at sound and don't progress through and write a great song. Writing songs is really difficult. If you're getting into electronic music, please write as much as you can. It's really challenging, and it takes a long time to get good. So within that, be kind to yourself as you're going through that. It's a frustrating journey. Not everybody's good at writing songs, not everybody's good at making sounds. Hopefully you are one of the lucky ones who is both. And in time-honoured tradition, in ways of wrapping up videos, I too have been me, Julian Smith, in ways that other people couldn't have been, in that they aren't, weren't, shan't be. And I've been your L.E.M.O.M feature artist for this month, and I thank you for spending whatever time you have with me here today. L.E.M.O.M out. See you all soon.